So, what do we want to go over today?
Chord progression 253.
Yeah.
You want to hop on the chord progression? All right. Okay, I'm going to say this really loud. This chord progression is example 10-24. It's really the only chord progression on the page. But I don't want you to do the one on the top. I want you to do example 10-24, and it sounds like this. So, what can you tell me about it just by hearing it? Say again? A lot of inversions. It's just 170 that we did in piano 1. In piano 1 we did. Do you remember that? And then for the midterm we did. So piano 1 we had 4 chords, 5 chords, and in this example we have 7. Now I like to teach this a couple ways, but one way I'm going to start with is my solfege, because I used to teach ear training. Check out my other channel, Doc B Theory. All right, so our soprano line is do, 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 re, do, ti, do. We don't move a lot, do we? All right. Alto. They move even less. How many sols do we get in there?
4.
1 sol, then 3 laws. Sol, la, 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 sol, sol, sol. And our tenors.
A little bit.
Mi, mi, fa, fa, mi. Fa, mi. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. Our basses get the most exciting part. Do, la, fa, fa, sol, sol, do. Okay? Roman numerals. We've got a 1 chord. We've got a 6 chord. We got a 4 chord. We got a 2, 6 chord. A 1. What is that? 1, 6, 4? 5, 7. Going to 1. Now we need to have the conversation about the 1, 6, 4, 5, 7 thingamajigger here. You will have friends from Canada and other places, but especially the Canadians, that do not like this being called a 1, 6, 4 chord because it doesn't function like a 1, 6, 4. So they will call this the cadential 6/4 chord. Some people won't even write that in. And they'll just say that whole thing is a 5/7. Honestly, you could take that chord out. Is this true? It prolongs at one chord though. So there's a bunch of debate amongst theorists as what's going on here? What are we going to call it? What are we not going to call it? How does it really function? Cool? Beyond the scope of what I want to talk about in piano 2. But know that there's a big long discussion in your theory books if you kept your theory books and didn't sell them back to the bookstore. Cool? Now, does everybody see what's going on here? We have a skip, same note, step up, same note, down a perfect fifth. What I really want you to see is the right hand and how it's moving. Same notes, same notes, same notes. Everything moves. Same note, same note. We scissor kick in, we scissor kick out. Here we go up by whole step. Here we go up by half step. Whole step. Can everyone see that all right? So we have a tonic triad in first inversion. Our middle note goes up a whole step, everything else stays the same. Our bottom note moves up a half step, everything else stays the same. Our bottom two stay the same, but I'm going to finger substitute a 2 in the middle note, and my top note goes up a whole step. I plane down by half whole. Middle stays the same. Outer two voices scissor kick in by half step, and scissor kick right back out by half step. Did you get that? The left hand does its fun little pattern. Down a skip, same note, step up, same note, down a fifth. Questions, comments, concerns, friends with questions, private messages in the chat.
So then what would be the, on the 2 chord sets 6, that would be an inverted, right? Or
Yes, it is in an inversion, and it's in an inversion because of both notes that are in the bass. If this was a D, we wouldn't have the 6. and it would sound like this. We could have that, but we like to be lazy and greedy, and we don't like to move anywhere further than we have to. And if we stay on our bass note, it works. Now, if we were to take this note out, Diego, it would still be based on the lowest note, which is also an F. True?
Oh, yes.
So it would still be a 2/6 if we took that out.
Okay.
Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did.
Other questions? Do these whole steps and half steps help?
Yes.
Oh, maybe we should make a post on Doc B Piano.